stable coins more in the camp of central banks. But it seems that Montrosat and Esmond are making this distinction within stable coins between those that are more deposit-like and those that are more investment. And so, Jan, would you agree with that distinction and how they then should be regulated?
Yeah, so I think indeed, Esmond made here a key point on let's say whether you have a fixed nominal value referring to the official currency in a way, or in a single fixed currency. And I think that's also a bit the approach we've taken in MiCA, that the moment basically you are referencing indeed a single currency, and then we let's say indeed are assuming that the main use will be for payment purposes. So we, let's say, then would indeed also integrate those tokens into the e-money let's say regulation and regime which we have in Europe, which is clearly for payment instruments in a way. If on the other hand, indeed, you have an asset which is backed, let's say, by, for example, multiple currencies or other kind of reference values, then indeed, I think it is still important if you make a promise of backing that promise is underpinned by something. But then indeed, I think we would be much more nervous if these kind of instruments would then be widely used for payment purposes. So I think the way we are kind of working there is indeed to let's say to have rules in place indeed to make sure that your backing is kind of your promise is underpinned by a backing, and we would have rules in place indeed to for investor disclosure and other matters. But the moment there would start to be an objective wide use for payments, basically, I think there could be then some limits built into that and other matters. Now, I mean, we have to say one thing: the market is not always. I mean, I think we can here conceptually agree the market is not always developing exactly the same situation direction. I mean, we know that let's say, and as a citizen, you go to some supermarkets or some online venues where you can pay with Bitcoin. Basically, that's at least the claim which is being made. So I think we also need to, let's say, continue watching the reality and the market reality.